Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna do a review, just chat about the boy bag from Chanel. I know that this bag has not been super popular over the past 2 years, and I do want to chat about why I think that's happening, if I still feel that it's a bag worth buying, pros and cons, and overall like a review. Mine is in the small size, so I hope that you guys find this video useful. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lou and I make videos about handbags, shoes and traveling, but mainly handbags. If you like any of those topics, please consider subscribing to my channel and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. First, I'm gonna give you an overview on the bag. We're gonna talk about measurements, which is always my least favorite part. Also, because I have owned both old, medium and small size, I'm gonna explain why I like the small a little bit more, but if I find some pros for the old medium in case you were in between sizes. What fits? Is it comfortable? Pros and cons. Do we find that the bag is still relevant? Will Chanel keep producing it? And of course a try on so you can make a very informed decision. So let's do the overview of the bag. The boy bag that I have is in the small size and I have it in calfskin with aged gold hardware. You can find it in this small. They now offer a mini size. There's also the old medium, the new medium and the large. It's a classic bag from the brand. You can find it in lambskin, calfskin and caviar, maybe sometimes in patent, velvet, tweed. Like there's always so many variations of this bag, so you do have a lot of options to choose from. The hardware is also optional. The other one that I had was in ruthenium and this one is aged gold, and you can find it in chevron and quilted, and mine is of course quilted. The bag consists on a frontal flap that opens pressing these two buttons like this, and you are gonna see that you have just one compartment on the inside. There's this little button, no back pocket, and it does have its things that I'm gonna talk about on the pros and cons, but this is how the bag is basically structured. So it's quite a sturdy bag. It's very structured. You don't really need an organizer for it. The inside is not really leather. It can be used as a crossbody or as a shoulder strap. It is kind of adjustable, not that much, but it kind of is, and the chain does move around a little bit. I'm gonna put the measurements on the screen and also the current price that it has. I will not say it right now because maybe by the time that I'm filming this to the time that I posted, there's been a price increase and I just want to make sure that it's updated. Something that you're gonna see is that the size that I recommend you the most to get is the small one. I decided to change sizes because I used to have the old medium. The old medium, I got it a couple of years ago and it's a bag that I really love to use. I didn't know that the small was gonna be a better fit for me because the time that I went into the store, they didn't have small sizes. For me, the boy bag has always been one of Chanel's classics, and of course I wanted to have one in my collection. It's also very edgy and very casual, which is very different from classic flaps, but I sold my old medium when I bought my black Birkin because I wanted to get some money back of what I spent, but I ended up realizing that I was missing the bag so much. So the next time that I got the chance to go to the boutique, they did have both sizes, so I tried both and I just ended up realizing that the small one was a little bit better for my frame. For reference, I am 5'1" and I'm gonna show you how it looks on me crossbody and also on the shoulder. I mostly use it as a shoulder bag, to be honest. I just think that it's quite chic. I just love the look that it has. The old medium was a little bit bulky on me, but if you are taller than 5'1", I would definitely recommend you to go with old medium. Old medium is a little bit smaller than the new medium, so I know that it's a little bit confusing. I would actually rename the sizes as this being the mini boy bag, then the old medium being the small, new medium being medium, and then large being large. Now I'm gonna show you what fits inside the bag so you can have an idea. So here we have my boy bag in calfskin. As we can see, it's in perfect condition. These are some of the things that I was noting about the wear and tear. This is gonna eventually sag, and we have some potential corner wear on this section of the bag. This is the back and the lines that I was talking everyone about. So if you want more details on the bag, I still have the stickers attached to this tab here. Here we have the closure, and this is the inside of the bag. You're not gonna be able to tell because it's black, but it has a back pocket right here and the tab that says Chanel made in France, still with stickers. I need to take them off. It's not a leather interior in the bag, so I'm gonna try to put a mini O case. My iPhone, which is the one that I'm filming with, is a 12 Pro Max, so it's the biggest one and it does fit inside the bag with a case. Now we have a wallet, a small one. I don't really like to use big wallets on inside my bags. Let's say you also want to bring a card holder, also fits inside. Here I usually have my keys, and 2 lipsticks. We still have some spare space right here, but other than that, it's quite packed. This is a mini bag. I wouldn't say that this is a small bag. I think it fits a decent amount of things and it closes no problem. So yeah, that's pretty much what fits. Is the bag comfortable? And I'm gonna say yes and no. I don't really know why I find it super comfortable for me, but I can see how it can be very uncomfortable for other people. These little things tend to get stuck on your hair, so what I did to fix it was putting tiny hair ties on them and problem solved. I don't have that issue anymore. It does fit a decent amount of things, so that's something that I wanted to note. Like, it is not the most spacious bag in the world, but this is the small size. The medium did fit a lot of things. And the strap does move around a little bit, so that's something that I also don't love, but I can live with it. I feel like if they tried putting something around here so the chain would be like stuck on it and it wouldn't roll around that much would be great. Also, some of the cons that I have for this bag is probably the corner wear, so you can see that it does stick out a little bit, like these sections of leather, and that can promote a lot of wear and tear on the bag in that sense. So you need to be very careful how you store the bag. If you use a bag organizer, you can avoid this, but it kind of makes a belly in the back, like right here, so that's something to kind of worry about, but not that much. Just put an organizer inside and you're gonna be fine. Or a base shaper, like base shapers also work really well. The chain is also super heavy, but I also find it to be very pretty, so I wouldn't say that that's a con for me. Now for the pros, I do have quite a few of them, but it's mainly going to be like the things that work out for me. But I love the style of the bag. I love how edgy and different it is from classic flaps. I love the thick hardware that it has. I love to use it as a shoulder bag. I find it to be very casual. I use this bag daily to go to the movies and stuff like that, so it is a comfortable bag for me and it does work out for me. It's a classic from the brand. I just remember how iconic the boy bag was, so for me it still feels that way. Now, is the bag still relevant? Because I've been saying like, let's bring the boy bag back. I'm just gonna explain this the way that I see it. I know that fashion comes in waves. Sometimes we like something, sometimes we stop liking something, and most of it has to do a lot right now with social media. So when you stop seeing people using the boy bag, then it kind of falls out of fashion. And I know that it's very cool to follow fashion trends, but at the same time, I do feel like we need to be very true to ourselves and just stick to what we like and what works for us. And for me, if everyone stops using the bag, I don't really care about that. I like the bag, I love the bag, and if the resale value goes down, I'm the one taking that fall, not anyone else. At the end of the day, I don't buy my bags to resell them. I know that they still have value. I know that many of them may sell above retail price, but still, I never really go buying something thinking about selling it. That's not my mindset. And I think that many of us do this without realizing that we just think about the resale value if we're gonna sell it. And I don't think that we should get into buying bags that are thousands of dollars with this mindset, because yes, it's a lot of money, something can happen to it, you need to be sure that you're gonna like it. I would never feel pressured into stop using something just because it's not super trendy anymore, and it's still a Chanel classic, it's still on their classic line, they're still producing it every season, they bring it back. So I just say that if you like it, like me, I love it. If you like it, get it. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing bad about having a bag that not everyone wants right now. Fashion is also about style. If it's something that really fits into your wardrobe and lifestyle, there you have it. You have a perfect piece for your closet. And yeah, it works out for me. So that's why I always say, don't blindly follow trends. And if people are selling X bag and you have it, don't feel pressured to sell it. And if everyone is buying X bag and you don't feel like it's for you, don't feel pressured into buying it. At the end of the day, we're all super different. We have different lifestyles, we have different bodies, and nothing works for everyone. This is something that I cannot predict, but I don't feel like Chanel is gonna stop producing this bag. They haven't. They have maybe not been pushing it, and this bag has been overshadowed probably by the 19 bag and right now by the Chanel 22. But if they want, they could push it again and people will start buying it, but the prices are going up. So I do feel like it's a great moment to get a boy bag if you want to, because they are not going for a crazy price hike on the resale market. So if you want one, now's your time. We don't know if it's gonna come back in a really big wave. So if that happens, prices will eventually go up. So if you were hesitating about getting it or not because you like the looks of it, but you were scared about all of this is the video that I hope that gives you a little bit of peace of mind. So this was it. It was quite of a short review video. If you have more questions or just anything that you want to chat about the boy bag, please leave it in the comment section down below so we can chat. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you're not done watching, I'm gonna leave you 2 videos right here in case you want to check them out. Thank you and see you on the next one. Bye.